In 1998, after the breakup of Yugoslavia, Serbia launched an assault against ethnic Albanians living in Kosovo. More than 13,000 people died in the conflict, many of them civilians.
Now they've started moving from village to village, shelling civilians and torching their houses. We've seen innocent people taken from their homes, forced to kneel in the dirt and sprayed with bullets.
International outrage sparked the biggest military intervention by the US and its allies since the Second World War, with NATO launching a sustained aerial bombing campaign. Serbia agreed to withdraw and NATO-led peacekeepers moved in. Kosovo declared itself an independent republic in 2008, but that's disputed by Serbia and its close ally, Russia. Now, in the face of Russia's bloody invasion of Ukraine, Kosovo is seeking urgent NATO membership. Vjosa Osmani is the President of the Republic of Kosovo. Madam President, thank you very much for your time this evening. The crisis in Ukraine must bring back very difficult memories for people in Kosovo.
It does. It does bring quite a lot of painful memories. As you know, the people of Kosovo have been victims of genocide, war crimes and crimes against humanity during the 90s as a result of Milosevic's genocidal policy. So what we see happening in Ukraine is definitely a devastating reminder of our past, but also a reminder that justice has still not been delivered for the victims of these crimes. Because we understand, because we've been through that, and because we've also been IDPs and refugees, we have offered our immediate help to the people of Ukraine. We've not only shown solidarity with them, but at the same time, as the first country in the region, in the Western Balkans, to issue sanctions in full line with the European Union, the United States, and partners like Australia, we have made sure that we take action against Russia. Despite of being a small country, I think during these very difficult times for our continent and the world, we need to stand with each other, no matter big or small.
What do you think are the implications of what's going on in Ukraine for the region and the world more broadly?
Obviously, for our region, first of all, the ramifications and the consequences might be connected to security. As you know, Russia still has a proxy in our region, which is Serbia, a country that has been serving Russian interests for quite some time and has been increasing economic and military cooperation with Russia during these past years to an extent that has become a growing concern, not just for us in the region that are interested in peace and stability and development, but also for our partners around the world.
Is NATO doing enough in this case? They're not doing the same kind of aerial bombardment that they did to assist Kosovo.
They are not doing the same, obviously, because they're not dealing with the same aggressor. They are dealing with Russia right now, one of the biggest nuclear powers, which means that the dangers are much higher than they were in former Yugoslavia at that time, when we all had to fight the butcher of the Balkans, Milosevic. But at the same time, I do believe that allies around the world can still do a lot. We should not forget that the oxygen for this war is Russia's economy. So the sanctions should go tougher. The help for the Ukraine should grow bigger. And there is so much more that can be done in order to help this country, in order to help the brave people of Ukraine so that they can defend their statehood, but most importantly, so that they can defend the innocent people of Ukraine. The images that we saw from Bucha and Irpin and other cities around Ukraine are images and things that we had to go through. We saw hell with our own eyes. So for us, these are, of course, events that are bringing back the memories of a horrendous war. And now that we see another horrendous war happening in the territory of our continent, obviously we try to use our voice around the world to send an important message that never again should not just be a slogan. It should be an action. We should really do everything within our capacities to make sure that we stop the suffering of the people of Ukraine in the face of the unprovoked war that Russia is causing.
The US did announce some additional sanctions today. What are the sanctions that you would like to see in place that you think would be most effective?
I believe that we should close every single hole out there that helps Russia's economy, whether we're talking about the energy sector or the oligarchy that has been running the country for centuries. So we need to make sure that at the same time, the EU, the United States, Australia, and other allies around the world are using a clear language and clear action against other countries who are helping Russia. Because this is not just about Russia, but also other allies that they have found around the world during this time. At the same time, I believe that Ukraine should be helped more with additional weapons, especially with fighter jets, because they need to protect their innocent people who are victims of war crimes, crimes against humanity. And I believe that since the very beginning, Putin has also been showing his intention of genocide. The intention is being shown clearly with the language of so-called denazification, through which he shows that he wants to destroy the people of Ukraine. For that reason, I believe that action is imminent. The world needs to act right now to prevent further suffering of the people of Ukraine.
President Osmani, thank you very much for your time this evening.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, I'm Leigh Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 7:30's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.